Right, everyone, WeaponCollector here. Right, everything should be set up. So, yeah. Right. Yeah, everything should be set up. I just got a funny feeling I forgot to do something like usual. But, yeah, okay, it should be done anyway. So, yeah. All right. Don't forget to like the video. I know it's a bit early, but, yeah, what else? Forgot all the stuff I used to say. If you ever want to support this channel, there's eBay links, Amazon links, Gearbest links. If you shop at those places, use my links and I'll get a percentage of what you spend at no cost to you. So do your fucking Christmas shopping using those links and you'll help me out. Someone bought something the other day, got me, I can't remember what it was, 15 quid or 5 quid, something like that. You know, and it don't cost you anything extra. All right, I'll come into the chat now. People have already been on there for a bit. All right, so as far as I'm aware, everything should be going then. So a couple of people were saying hello. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So can you hear me all right? Everything's working, is it? And all that. I know it's only been 2 weeks, so I've forgotten everything. Get so used to those other chats now where I type, you know, the Premiere things. It seems weird to talk now and read people's comments. I'm getting used to that. A Premiere live chat, I'm sort of on there as well at the same time as you, but only typing. How many of you lot have done them premieres? I know quite a few of you have. So CJ, Marcus, Liam, all right, and everyone else who's on. There's quite a few of you. Tumbo, Bullfrog. John said, "Evening from America. I'm still half awake, so forgive me if I say anything wrongful." That's all right. Yeah, cheers for giving us a warning. Nah, I can, when it's from certain people, I can tell it's sort of all right. You know what I mean? Shouldn't be a massive delay on this either tonight because I've tried to set it to what's it called? Ultra low latency, which means shouldn't be a lot of a delay. So what you all been doing today then? I really ain't done a lot today. Had a bit of a go on the old PS4, cooked the dinner. I think most of what I done was like a sort of, well, I was starting to do I'm gonna make an advent calendar for my channel. We've not the little blight, you right? Well, folks, I got a notification, Mike. That's good. He said, "Can you or Liam help me with something? I want to set comments on that M4 video to approved only. Proper nasty stuff in the spam folder, and I looked at first time in months. I think you got to go on to the normal edit bit, and then there should be an advanced bit, and then it's on there. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on the advanced bit, or what Liam said there on the YouTube settings for the video. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, go on to edit and just look for the settings on that bit. Irishman said, "I was just waiting for the Robinson Crusoe movie tonight. Everyone was talking about all day about Black Friday." Boom, I'll start a joke. I fucked reading that up, so it didn't even make sense, but I got it in the end. But yeah, Friday, isn't it? Yeah, Robinson Crusoe. Pete said, "What are you looking at?" Talking to me? Where are we? Yeah, strange. And that sounds odd because I've done loads of things. This now seems slightly weird because I've been doing those other things. John said Georgia Marcus, and by the way, oh, he's from Georgia, Marcus. I should be saying there. By the way, I got a damaged PS4 last night for free. If I can fix it, it'll be pretty damn good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, give it a go. I managed to fix one of my old PS3s years ago, so yeah, worth trying it if you can, or get someone to. Feeding out is confusing me now. Say when you see. Definitely confusing me now, mate. DJ said, I've been shopping and tidying up the garden. Bristol, I've been trying to connect the remote control to a camera, ended up contacting Sony in London. Yeah, it can be a pain in the arse. Zed said, did you get the email? Yes, I did. Yes, I did look at that. Yeah. Cheers, mate. Yeah, the little crossbow. Very interesting. I've seen that before, you know, but I never knew what it sort of was. You know, I knew it was a crossbow, but I didn't know who made it. And it classes like an assassin's crossbow or something. Like I said, BRB just got to move to my computer. Richard said, I've been drawing out some pole hammer axe plans, been redesigning them to have sockets instead of langlets. Yeah, that's a good idea, Rich. Certainly make things a lot easier for people, wouldn't it? Little Blight said, I'm thinking about getting an older iMac with broken disk drive. Trying to win an eBay for €60. Wish me luck. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, I'll tell you what, the computer I use now, I bought it for 70 quid. It was a refurbished office computer, 70 quid. Came with everything, keyboard, mouse, monitor, you know, in the actual computer, 4GB RAM, Windows 7, which is a bit old. And for 70 quid, I thought that was bloody brilliant. Pete said I was way back in the chat. Yeah, you was highly confusing me there. I did not know what you was unless you was answering stuff I never saw. There's something about a 𝐻𝐸X machine up there that I didn't see. We'll have to forget about that unless people want to repost it. Ian, right, mate? No, well, if you missed last week's, I wasn't on anywhere, I don't think. What, did I not do any of last weekend's? I can't remember now. I can't remember if I just missed one night or both nights. Does that mean I've not, have I not been on for 1 week or 3 weeks? I can't actually remember. I don't know, Pete, back up there. Someone mentioned the 𝐻𝐸X machine. Yeah. Karen said, I know someone who got a £500 laptop for 180 on Black Friday, so that's good. Said Windows 7 was damn sight better than Windows 10. That's what I've heard, so I flukily got the better operating system. I didn't actually know, but I have been on Windows 10, and I find it slightly they've tried to make it easier, but they've made it harder, I think. I can get into the settings on a Windows 7. You know, the old style one's easier. Windows 10 and above, they've tried to make them more like phone apps, haven't they? I've said, I think you did Friday, but not the Saturday. Can't remember. No, it says last live stream was 2 weeks ago. So I must have missed. I missed the Saturday, and then the 2 weekend. Yeah, then the weekend after. I didn't see nothing come up, Bullfrog, apart from the one saying about the comment how to change it. So I don't know what I did to this weird old bloke and why he's obsessed with my channel. This is the worst channel I've ever seen. Can I post a link? You can't, even if you wanted to. The only people who can, me and Liam, we're the only people who can put links in the chat. Tell us what the name is, and we'll go onto your channel later and have a look. We'll go onto that video and look if it's still on there. Number sub is a 𝐻𝐸X machine, 2 out of 3 hint bad. All right, by the way. All right, anyone else is on? Anyone new's on? CJ said I'm Windows 10, it's rubbish. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that. Crystal said I'm Windows 7, refused Windows 10. Little Blight said to Kern, sounds nice. I paid full price for my main PC. Windows 10, it's nice. But I plan on getting an iMac for working. Richard said a lot of historical pole arms aren't that big, only about 18 inches total for the actual head. Yeah, doing what you said, having a sort of tube on it would be a much better idea, I think. Hi, man, Spartan, you right, mate? Tumbo's on now. I see you on earlier, but yeah, before it started, hadn't it? Oh, I wasn't quite ready then. Hope everyone's liking the stream. Yeah, I've never had a computer with Windows 10. The highest I've ever had personally was Windows 7. But I have been on other people's computers and seen that. Ian said he shot himself a haggis today. Nice. Where was that? In Tesco's? Yeah, stuff today. Now it's been a while. All right. Like I said, John, never been to Georgia. Most other places though. You've been to a lot over in America, then, Marcus. Double Sober said, got my DX sawn off today, mate. Loved it. Love it. Don't think it will fit cartridge percussion cap too tight. Nah, it's not the end of the world, is it? But no, that does look lovely. I did look at the picture. Got to reply like usual. You know me. Everyone should know me by now. But yeah, no, it does look really good. I always went to, I like the poleaxe in the movie Ironclad. Fairly short for poleaxe. The poleaxe, not poleaxe. I'll have to check that out. I left him a comment. His name is Buck Buckley. His DP is Manchester City FC. He looks like a president there. Mark said, yes, Mike. You lived in the US and Canada. I don't know. Yeah, I'll check it out later, Bullfrog. I'll go and have a look at your M4 video and take a look. Pete said, remember that walking stick I made? Had to use it as my halberd haft. Got all that part ready to make. Oh, nice, that's good. That's good. You'll have to send me a picture, mate. I'd like to see that. Texas friendly. Look like a set trend, did you, Bullfrog? The other fly out said, I've got to go now. Have a good one now. And you, mate. Cheers for watching. I've said, haven't seen Ironclad in a while. I don't think I've ever seen it, so I'm aware. John said, my end is lagging rather badly for some bizarre reason. Shouldn't be too much of a delay. I'm just going to test this quickly. So I'm going to put two fingers up and then I'm going to count until I see it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8-second delay on mine. Jumbo Sabu said, your new EU deactivate, so it won't cock and click, but still opens. You know what? That's good enough, isn't it? You know, if that's all we can have now, that's still good, isn't it? Richard, Windows, Richard, Windows 10 is a piece of shit, keeps bricking every so often. I won't do that. Yeah, that's what they were saying, yeah. I must Martin says, spam and eggs or corned beef and baked beans, camping scenario. Corned beef and beans, I think. It'd be easier to prepare. That's fucking about. But I'm just putting the pop-up chat on because it comes out longer. I'll let you know when it's done. What the fuck is that? Hang on. What was that one that wasn't showing then? Was that Jumbo Salboo? So your comment, Jumbo Salboo, yeah, EU deactivate. Oh, because it says cock in it. So fucking ridiculous. Kern said 2, picture not bad. Jumbo Salboo said, what Happy Time Murder, so funny. Well worth a watch. Right, I'll check that one out. I've still got Happy. I've got it ready to watch. I'll probably watch it soon. When I said when I had Windows 7, it bricked the PC after an update. I had to go back to my Windows 7 disk. Bullfrog said, I deleted the comment he left, but there's a copy of it in the spam folder. The reason I want to hold all for approval is I do not have the time, busy schedule to delete stupid comments on his blank account. Yeah, just if you go onto the edit of the video, you should see sort of advanced settings from there. If it's not on the first bit, it'll be on the advanced bit. Yeah, Pete, yeah, got blocked. John said, corned beef and beans, both are canned and won't go bad. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was thinking, John. John said, it's not that long of a delay by the time I put my glass down and typed. It took 8 seconds. Nice. Yeah, it's not too bad. This is on the ultra low latency, so it's not, because there was times when I was doing it, it was like a minute fucking delay. The only thing with this, you can't rewind and stuff, and it won't. There's a couple of other things it won't do, like closed captions and shit, but no one does that anyway. I imagine Ed from Dean of the Dead is the best wingman. Shaun of the Dead, is that it? Marcus said Windows is crap. I got a MacBook and a Chromebook, and both are better than Windows. Oh, you know, I never tried any of the Macs. Number Sabu said, yeah, it's got puppets in it, very similar to Happy. Kern said cock, but his cock showed. So yeah, we couldn't see Peachnet's cock, but Kern's cock showed up perfectly. Very strange. Brett for it, I like watching your creator tag question on various channels. Cheers, mate. You know what? I quite enjoyed doing that. And why I liked it, because I thought there was some good stuff I could tell you that you lot didn't know. You know, I know I did the video, but I thought it'd be quite interesting. People would enjoy it. John said, I'm 2 minutes behind at the moment. I think my internet may be having problems. Have you tried putting the on the video, try putting the settings down for that to something like 240. It will look crap, but it might not buffer then. Pete said, do you watch Forged in Fire? When I remember it's on, I do. So if you want to remind me, I'll definitely watch it. There's a new one now, isn't there? There's a new thing, very similar to Forged in Fire, but they're making general weapons. So the clip I saw earlier, they was making maces and stuff, and yeah, but I missed what it was called. My man did Mike. I've been off for ages because my phone fucking broke. So new channel. I wondered. I was going to ask you why you had a new channel actually. Yeah. What it was it? Mark was asking John what his broadband speeds. Pete said, "Yeah, I saw one when they made a crossbow." Oh, nice. Yeah, funny because I said to whoever I was in the room with, I said, "They'd never make that over here. You probably wouldn't be allowed to, would you? You know." And class that as making offensive weapon or something. John said it's usually less than 10 megabytes a second. Richard said that Forged in Fire show, I think, is one of the reasons anvil prices skyrocketed recently. Could be. Well, I bought a motorbike yesterday. I had to walk it on the pavement all through town, all the way home. Oh, good for exercise. Yeah. Good for the old legs, I reckon, wasn't it, in the arms? I must about to go on putt lockers and watch They Shall Not Grow Old. Funny thing is, I've got a place for that. I'll have to get that. I meant to watch it when it was on. Is it good then? Peter Jackson as well, isn't it? I rate anything Peter Jackson does. Number Sabu said, anybody ordered from Hunter Knives ordered Down Under Knives at Outback Bowie a week ago. Nothing as yet. Their payment methods were down, so sent bank transfer. I hope they ain't gonna get any issue. I've never even heard of them, to be honest. Darryl said, what do you want for Christmas, Mike? Do you know what? I don't know. Probably a couple of cheap second-hand computer games and maybe some Blu-rays. No point buying me knives or anything like that because I've got all the knives I want. I haven't really thought about it yet. I'll tell you what I wouldn't mind, a new jacket. I wouldn't mind a new jacket. Yeah. Ian said, liked your creative video, trying for the avant-garde pop video. Which one? The one where I was, oh no, yeah, the one, yeah, I know. Yeah. Didn't you know I am actually part of E17? Jeans and jumper, you right, mate? Nah, it's just water in there. I like it in a glass bottle, though. I ain't got to get fucking amount of plastic bottles because, yeah, it's just easier for me to fill a bottle up. I don't have to keep going downstairs, you know, getting cups and shit. Rob's on, you right, mate? Good to see you on. Pete said, yeah, Forged in Fire London. Contestant, present your blade. What's up, fam? I made this well sharp to open up. Massive hole in a fall. And I put a green handle on it. So it's scary and man's run for the hills, boy. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, and they'd all get done for making fucking Tomby knives. Rob said, let's face it, Mike, we'll get socks, links and hankies. Well, I get the links, but I've told people, if you ever buy me fucking socks and fucking hankies, you can fucking stick them because I don't want them. I've told them, don't fucking buy me fucking, or pants. I don't bloody want it. Unless I ask for it. But I do get the links. Richard said, more steel is what I want for Christmas. Mark said, I'm the same as you. I've got too much stuff as it is. Old knives, torches, etc. Yeah, that's why I tend to just ask. I'll ask for if anyone asks, I'll just say, yeah, I'll give them a list of some DVDs and say, get me one of them, and then I'll still have a surprise because I don't know which one they'll get or whatever. Iron Man Spartan said, can you do a week ration for 10 quid? What, like a video of that? I might be able to. I'd have to get 10 quid to be able to spend first. I can always work it out. I could probably do it easier than that. John said, I'm lacking on flashlights, torches, to be honest. Knives, far more lacking. Dumbo said, I have too many crossbows now. I have one on the floor now. Oh, no, you do. But, well, I don't know if you can have too many crossbows, but can you? But I know you've certainly got a lot. Pete said, yeah, water and rice. Yeah, exactly. John said, you like pasta and rice. Right, where am I? Kurt said, last stream you wanted charcoal to use for forging. So ask for coal. Yeah, I don't know about that. Didn't they used to give people coal in the old days? A piece of coal and an orange or something on it? Am I imagining that? What if I got that in my head? People get coal for Christmas. They're not Z said, I usually get money in an knife or two. Don't know about this year though. No one tends to give me money. I get money for my birthday, but not for Christmas. Somebody said I could do with a 7-day ration pretty cheap. Yeah, I think it shouldn't be too hard, should it? Bristol said I have 36 jumpers for all past Christmas presents. Nice. Pictures eating pasta now. Weapons and stuff. Coal if you're a naughty boy. Yeah, so I was right then. Yeah, I had a feeling that was a thing. Yeah. All said the night folk, they almost got me. They got me on one of them things. I don't know if you're on one of the streams, if you saw that one. I said, be a naughty boy and Santa will get you some coal. I'll have to do that. Iron Man Spartan said, brown rice, spam, corned beef, and Robert is your father's brother. Yeah, but it wouldn't be too difficult, would it? I don't think. They're not easy. Santa gives you coal instead of a present if you've been naughty. Yeah, so maybe I'll just have to go on a bit of a. What would I have to? Nah, I'm not going to ask what I'd have to do to get a load of coal. Because yeah, we'll probably get arrested. Just for mentioning it. Jake, you right? Good to see you on. Boo said, old boys used to say, all I got for Christmas was a lump of coal if I was lucky. Made in Sweden, charcoal also works. Pete said, I use charcoal for forging, easy to start and no soot cloud. I'll use it next year. I'll have to get some of that kind of stuff one day. It's just getting it. You know me, I like to get all my stuff for free. Maybe I can get sponsored by a coal yard or something. Fossil fuel is worth loads of money now. Worth getting in today's austerity. Rob said, why do all the old people say coal with a tuppence in the middle and Satsuma? Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. That's the one I always had. Yeah, the Satsuma and the coal. Irishman said, what do naughty girls get? I don't know. Don't bloody say. No, you can't come round, Jay. I'm going to have to message you about something later, but something happened the night when you was round. So I ain't mentioned it yet. I'll have to message you later, but no, don't come round for a bit. You probably know what I'm on about anyway, partly. But yeah, don't come round. I'll message you after this properly. But yeah, we weren't good, put it that way. Right, where am I? Getting behind a bit now. way behind. Wilfred, I haven't been on your streams, mate. You blocked me. I haven't and won't ask why. I've been enjoying Red Dead Redemption 2, though. Ian said, I saw a video on YouTube about PCP crossbow rifle. There's no prod. The bolts are fired like an air rifle. Yeah, I've seen them. Quite interesting, aren't they? Expensive, though. Dumbo said you can knock up a cheap forge with a weed burner and some fire wool. Yeah, I'll have to do it one day. It's just getting all the stuff together. John said coal is expensive. You need to get a bag of reindeer shit. Fucking eyes are blurry. Mark said I noticed you get a lot of free, mate. Well, that's the benefits of having 26,000 subscribers and saying yes to everything you get offered. Because Liam would probably get offered quite a lot of stuff, but he's not into doing reviews and that. Iron Man Smart said, can you do a backyard camping cooking rations video? I don't know what that means. Oh, backyard camping. Yeah, I'll try to, mate. I'll try to, yeah. Back garden. Ben tweeted, just asking, how can a British have all those guns? All of that stuff there is all stuff that doesn't need licenses. So it's all things like air rifles, air pistols, crossbows, replicas, deactivated, stuff like that. All legal and doesn't need a license to go on there. Pete said, Mike, dig a little hole in the garden, place a copper pipe in the holes in it, run a hairdryer through it and burn the coal in the top. Cost about £6. Oh, my eyes are going up there. I can't hardly read the fucking thing today. Number Sabu said, I want an FX airbow. Looking at it, about £1,000. Yeah, if I was rich, I'd have one. That's the only thing. They are very expensive, aren't they? Wolfram said, I got neither the Smith & Wesson nor the Strade in the end. I looked up the Glock field knife. It's quite nice, isn't it? It reminded me of something, but I couldn't think what. As I said, not been offered anything for a while. Maybe torches, but I already have enough of them. Cat said, I'm a warlord. John said, use steel pipe, not galvanised, not copper. Copper can melt in that kind of heat. Richard said, problem with coal for forging is it clinks blocks of air. The clinkers block the airflow, but a side blast forge doesn't get blocked as the clinkers collect at the bottom of the flue. Fucking eyes are all blurry. I can't seem to quite read the writing. But I'd love the katana on the right. Yeah. You know, the little Wakizashi on the side, that was the first time I ever got to use that the other day. I've never used it. It's not really that sharp, but yeah. And that's what I said, how's your brother, Mike? Can you two do a backyard demonstration? Yeah, I say definitely could do. The likelihood of it, I don't know. But I'll try. I'm always up for things, and I've always got time, but yeah, I'll see what I can do. Number Turbo said, my only concern being an airbow, I bet the seals don't last long. Like the misses, high maintenance. Yeah, I can imagine that they probably wouldn't. Ian said, I'm going to have to go. Then I've lots to finish off. Can't be on tomorrow either. Catch you all soon. See you later, Ian. Pen to my tactical pen. What's the top to my tactical pen? I just noticed. I've been preparing an advent calendar for so I can do a video every day with a new weapon well, not a new weapon, but every single day will be a weapon at the advent calendar. Just preparing. Getty said, you're literally the most badass person I know. Richard Smith said, Pete, did you see the bill hook I did recently? Pete said, was at work today on deliveries, putting stuff in the customer's shed, and he had tins of air pellets. I asked him what guns he had, and and he showed me one target pistol, one M9 pistol, and a rifle in the bag. That's good. That's good that he showed you as well. Yeah. Good for you to notice him. Good for him to show you, isn't it? One man said, do you have a preferred water bottle? Indoor, I could go into water bottles a bit. Sound a bit odd. Indoors, I like a glass bottle, but I like to keep water on me so I don't have to keep going and getting drinks. So that would last, you know, you get 3 cups worth in there. You don't have to keep going instead of getting drinks or water. I like glass, less dodgy stuff in it. But going out, it'd be more something like that. But to be honest, whatever's easiest at the time. Sometimes a plastic bottle's just easier and you can get more in it. As I've said, what's the really bad Predator rip-off earlier called Robo War? Basically Predator but a cyborg instead of Predator. Was it new one? Like new, old? Yeah, there's a lot of weird old stuff. Never heard of that one. Did not need a jumbo cyber. I bet there was the bastard to pump up. 2 if you can't afford a compressor scuba tank to fill it. Marcus said he likes 𝐊𝐄𝐄𝐏 canteens. Yeah, I've never had one of them. I probably wouldn't mind the old proper ones with the thingy in, you know, the canteens with the metal cup, but I never used them because they're in the bug out bags. John said, I wouldn't know, Jumbo. I'd have to get a higher PSI compressor than what I have to access at the moment anyway. Pete said, I told the customer to buy a crossbow. Good idea. Somebody said to Zed, yeah, I think so too. That's what puts me off air rifles that aren't break barrels. John said, look up Slingshot channel. Oh, I know the Slingshot channel. Yeah. He made one that was fairly simple design compressor. Yeah. Good channel, isn't it? Oh, George. I'm about to say, shit, hit the fan only water bottle, or do you like the NATO army bottles? Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. The NATO, my bug out bags are those, the NATO army bottles. Well, I think, no, mine's a US Army one, a US Army rip-off one. That's what I would have for bug out. To be honest, if I was going just for a couple of days in the woods, I'd probably just fill up a fucking couple of 2-litre bottles of plastic, you know, plastic bottles. But have something better to put that into. I said 1988. Oh, so it was an old one. The funny thing, because it sounded old to me. Italian, unsurprisingly, even ripped off the one-liners from Predator and ruined it. Instead of stick around, it was don't move. Fuck's sake. Jumbo Sabu said to Zed, I love the look of those air rifles, but I know what you mean, mate. Marcus said, 𝐊𝐄𝐄𝐏 canteen fixed the US GI canteen cut perfectly. Oh, no, so that's a good thing to know. I'm a Spartan said, I want a cowboy-style leather water bladder. Funny thing is, I wanted one of them purely to do with the Dark Tower. I wanted to get all of the stuff that Roland has in the Dark Tower books, not the film. And some of that is leather water bladders. Spaghetti said, I just use plastic ones. Well, I used to. Problem was, I was drinking out of plastic water bottles every day, and then I thought that could be bad for my health, potentially. Reusing the same bottle for a month. It says Slingshot Man has gone back to doing his vids as hobbies. I'll have to check that out because I've unsubscribed to him, so I may have to go back on there then. Going back to how it was then. Marcus said, Mike, have you got US 2 quartz canteen? I think so. To be honest, Marcus, I don't really know. I just got a cheap one, so I don't really know what it is. But I think it is that. It's just in. I've got it for a review. Whacked it in a bug out bag. Yeah, so it's ready, but I never used it. Zed said to Jumbo Sabu, mind you, if you could have a full auto one, it might be worth it. Green Man, you're right. It's bad eyes. Oh, guy walks into a doctor's. My eyes hurt, doctor. The doctor says, you're going to have to stop wanking. Is that? Oh, he said, why? The guy says, well, I go blind. No, the doctor says. It's just you're upsetting everyone in the waiting room. I have heard that one. John said, are you going to start them all off now? John said, well, I'm probably going to head off. I'm not feeling too hot tonight. I'll see you later, John. I hope you feel better, mate. Bullfrog said to Liam, I just clicked on the YouTube settings. I can't see comments. Sorry to ask again. Yeah, I'd have to tell you off the stream, Bullfrog. If you ask me on a comment to a normal video, I'll have a look and then I'll write it back to you. Green man, oh, I've read that in it. Pete said, I have a leather water bladder, but plastic on the inside. I got it from Sardinia. Well, funny thing is, Pete, we was going to make some, me and Mark, and that's what we was going to do. Get some of this sort of, even this would probably do it, chamois leather. You know, it would be all right, just because it wasn't something I wanted to use anyway. I just wanted it so I could have all of the stuff. You know, like Red Dead Redemption, you wouldn't mind having some of the stuff they have in that, you know, like a journal. I wanted loads of stuff Roland had in the Dark Tower books. As I've said to Bullfrog, you're on old or new interface. Then what's our boozing? I remember a few years ago, Stall in Skegness did full auto BB guns on the shooting range on the seafront. Yeah, I remember them. He said, do you all know where I get Cobra crossbow bolts online? Not sure, mate. I get most of my stuff off eBay now. They're not. He said, the Jumper Sabu, we used to get those in fairs as well. Yeah, I remember one of my mates walking around the fucking village shooting a fucking full auto BB gun. No one batted an eyelid, you know, apart from the people he was annoying with it. Nowadays, he's probably going to get shot. Optimistically cynical, right? So I took my son to the park, and when we got home, he found his goldfish dead. It was a hard situation for any first-time parent. How do I explain autoerotic fixation to a 4-year-old? I don't know. Don't. That's my answer to that. Don't. I'm asked back and said, Mike, can you get some Swiss Army knife style blades and put your logo on them? I'll buy one. No, that's a fucking idea. All right, I'll do that. I'll have a look. I'll look into that. Yeah, I'd be up for that. It'd be good, wouldn't it? Now I've got the Patreon, I could fund it as well to start it off. And well, a lot of them now, you don't even need to buy anything, do you? You design it, and then they sort of, when you buy it, they make it, don't they, sort of thing. You get a bit of the profit. But I've said, can't help you then, as it's totally different depending on which version of the interface you use. It's always on video settings, though. Yeah, if you just remind me on a comment, Bullfrog, I'll message you after this stream. He says, you'll have to comment on something though to make me remember. Double Talbot said to Zed, yeah, shooting the star out of a paper target at 100 shots was nearly an impossible to shoot out. Mean Machine, you right, mate? Hello. You can get Cobra bolts from fishhunt.com. I said, yeah, lots of crossbow bolts on eBay. Yeah, I get all my stuff off eBay now, like that. Pete said, yeah, I have dressed A. Morgan to look like he's wearing my clothes. Nice. I shaved his head off and gave him a goatee, but I didn't think it suited him, so I grew all his hair back, but kept the goatee. I don't think it suits him with very short hair, personally. Not bald anyway. That's proper skinhead. Yeah, he said, your coffee, Michael, loved it. Nice. That was a Christmas present. Or a birthday present. I think it was a Christmas present. Then not he said, Jumbo said, but it was fun trying though. That's about the only knuckle duster we'll be allowed to own soon. I'll only be able to get away with that because it's ceramic. If I've missed anyone's comments, put it back on. But Iron Man, that's a good idea. I like that idea. I think it was Rob who was saying about doing T-shirts, which I will do as well. I want to think of a good idea though. Yeah, but definitely knives with logos. I think a good idea. Weapons, I've said, any idea, Mike, if bomber jackets lose their effectiveness over time? Wore my old bomber jacket recently. It seems thinner and not as warm. Definitely. That's why I want a new one. One of my zips broken, and both of them though have sort of gone thin. I don't know if it's just from years of wearing them. I think it's also when you wash them. But yeah, both of mine. That blue one I wear is very thin now. It's almost as thin as like these new thin ones you can get. Yeah, I think they do. But, oh, well, saying that, but I haven't noticed it was colder, though, personally. But they're definitely thinner. But I don't really get that cold, though. But, yeah, they definitely do get thinner and probably do get colder. Timber Turbo said, I also remember another stall using pump action 2.2 rifles. Electro, nice. That's good to see you on, mate. I must Martin said, Mike, powdered mash or rice for shit fan. I don't know a lot about powdered powdered mash, but I bet you could get a lot of it, couldn't you? I don't know what the life is like on that. Wolf said, I think I've done it. Sorry, anyone wants to leave a genuine comment. That's all right, talking about that. But this guy's a real weirdo, and I don't want members of my family seeing his vile comments. Yeah, no, that's fine, mate. Yeah, if it turns out you haven't done it, message me, and yeah, leave a comment. Just say, Mike, can you help me with that thing still? And I'll look on mine and I'll let you know. Pictured, I have him as a clean shaven with a number 7 stash, like handlebar one. Nice. Yeah, I have him exactly the same as 𝐿𝐻. I don't do the sideys though, because they don't, you know. Mean Machine, you can get more powerful prods for the Cobra R9, £110 draw weight. You can you? I remember people was wondering about that because they found the one on it wasn't as powerful as people thought, didn't they? When I said, yeah, mine used to look really puffy. Now it's quite slimline. Still a nice jacket. Shame it doesn't work as well though. Yeah, both of mine. Well, my black one is still a little bit puffy, but this old this one here is very thin now. But this is also probably about 15 years old. But yeah, it's very thin now. The arms don't look too bad, but the body of it is gone all. It's not as sort of puffy. It probably is colder. Jumbo Sabu, the elastic goes in the sleeves. Yeah, look at that. That's why in that when I was cutting the pumpkins, you'll notice my sleeve was coming over my hand. Yeah, the elastic's gone in these, but this is a very old. Like I said, this is probably 15 years old. This jacket. Yeah, sleeves all is it. But the other one, my black one that ain't got a zip, is all right though. They're not decent. I used to have a bomber jacket. I got chased around town by a fucking Messerschmitt. Richard said, I heard a Polang was making more powerful R9 Cobra, so is it that's on the market now? Could be. I must say, cod liver oil in a bottle is a must-have for survival. Tastes like pussy, but good for your joints. The thing is, I was saying to my brother, one of my other brothers, about cod liver oil, because he said his joints was hurting. Weapons stuff says sleeves or a wizard. Yeah, definitely. Spaghetti said you look like a biker. Mean Machine said you can buy the prods. Outdoor Hobbies have them, and also you can get bigger, longer bolts. Right, so I'll check that out then. What's it? Outdoor Hobbies. Actually, I can just look on my phone. I'll look now. CJ said, when I used your link on Thursday on eBay, did it work? I don't know if it did. I think it did, mate. Yes. I'm now up to something like £18.90 for this month. It's a really good month, actually, for eBay stuff. Yeah. So if anyone ever shops at eBay, I'm being serious, click the link and go to eBay from my link. You won't know. It will just look like normal eBay, but when you buy stuff, I'll get a percentage. This is to everyone, not CJ. But yeah, cheers, mate. I appreciate that. It did work. Jumper Sabu said they sell green bombers for the new Rambo movie. Stallone was wearing one. I'll send you a video. You know what? I may have seen that already somehow. But yeah, send me it though. Right, what was I looking at? Outdoor Hobbies. I nearly always forget I've got a phone. Where am I now? Pete said, just sent you a pic of the halberd parts so far on my new jacket. Jumbo said, oh, yeah, I read that, didn't I? Richard said, we'll probably get the £110 prod at a later date. Put it on my Tomcat too. Yeah, that would be a very interesting thing to try. Where's that on here? Outdoor hobbies. I'm just going to leave that on there so I know it's there. Then he said, give it a year or so and the Armex will make their own version of the R9 a lot cheaper. Like they did with the Horizon. Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? Lectures are getting cold as shit here in NC. I can only imagine the English weather now. Sure, it's time for good weather-proof coats. Yeah, it is definitely getting cold here now. When I was outside doing that torch video, I could see my breath and you feel the cold. Iron Man Spartan said Book of Eli movie or The Postman. I've not seen either of them. As I said, there was some mist fog where I was on Thursday, and that was brutally cold. Outside temperature only went at its lowest -4, but it felt colder. Second you went outside, you were freezing. Yeah, I think last night, was it last night, Daryl, if you're on? I had to go out last night for half an hour. That was quite cold. But as I said, I don't really notice the cold that much. I can tell it's cold, but yeah. Zed said the rich it won't fit. That's all about the prod. Some Sabu said vid sent mate. I was going to buy one, but bloody sold out. Olaha Hanan, how much? AK-47. No idea, mate. 500 quid. Bullfrog says high humidity in the country. Liam, in a cold place, it feels less cold than it is. You probably already knew that. Hot, humid places are more annoying than hot, dry to me. As I said, I had a woolly hat on as well and could feel the cold in my ears through it. I normally like the cold, it's just virgin brutal. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, it's weird. When I went out, first night I went out, but I could tell it was cold anyway. I think I was more taken aback by it was 11:30 at night that you couldn't see the moon. The moon must have been out there, but I could see everything. It was quite odd. It was I'll just leave that on my bookmarks. Yeah, I noticed I could see a lot, but there wasn't a full moon as far as I'm aware. I couldn't see the moon. That's the only thing I can remember about that walk. Then not to get pissed down all day on Thursday where I am. Taylor, sure, right, mate? Said I had 1 degree and drizzle, shiz as we say here. As I've said to Bullfrog, yeah, I guess it was that. Must have been 95% humidity or something combined with wind chill and low temperature. Pete said that jacket I got was really warm. Oh yeah, good. I'll look that up. I completely forgot, Pete. Iron Man said 2 days ago I went out for a long morning walk and saw 6 deers running around the open field. I've never seen it before. Oh, that's good. We get muntjac deers in our woods, and quite often when we used to drink in the woods you'd see them and they'd come to about 20 foot away from you sometimes. Fletcher said I was building a roof over the porch, 2 layers in the morning, and peeled off my coat after lunch. Yeah, how are we getting on with that? 𝐊𝐄𝐄 and Big Daddy Hoffman both live in NC. Never met them though. Oh, Big Daddy Hoffman, I subscribe to him. He's all right, isn't he? I'm glad it worked out for you and you're welcome. Spaghetti said, got to go, I'm tired, all thanks for the help. Good night all. Do you like Spaghetti? Mark said, Lecter, I thought you were building decking the other day with all that timber you had. Unless he's doing decking with a roof on. Bruce said, I want one of those EDC self-defense spike multifunctional tool wrench bottle open screwdriver tool on eBay. Don't know if it would fall under a push dagger, even though it ain't a knife. I've seen them, yeah. If it's the one I think of, 𝐊𝐄𝐄, if that's how you describe it. I think I used to be subscribed to him years and years and years ago in the old days when we all had 1,000 subscribers. And I'm just looking at your picture, Peach. Oh yeah, that's good. What is that jacket then? Oh yeah, no, I didn't see the picture below. That looks good. Oh, lumberjack style. Oh, and that's what Arthur had. Yeah, nice. That's good. That I like that. Yeah, I could like that. I doubt you better see it. I won't mess around doing that. It goes on for too long otherwise. Bullfrog said that summer heat wave was 10 times more irritating than the cold. Just remember that when you want to complain about the cold, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Bullfrog, you would actually never hear me complain about the cold ever. Yeah, me personally, I would never complain about the cold. I quite like it. And I'm exactly what you said. When you think about how horrible it is when it's boiling fucking hot, it's lovely when it's cold because you can just put a fucking jumper on or put the heating on, can't you? Callum said, glad to see people repping the Chinese Type 86S. Yeah, that's it, mate. Wish I got one when they were floating about 5 years ago. Don't see them for sale anymore. No, do you know what? Don't you see them anymore then? I was going to say, because I haven't bought anything for that for years. But yeah, got it right as well. Tom said, hi, Mike. What time are you streaming until? 11:30 tonight, mate. I'm asked Mark said, Mike, would you use a ball peen hammer or hatchet against a zombie? Probably a hatchet just because of the extra weight. Sarah Shaw said, P.S. Nice one of our mate, XM50. Yeah, good, wasn't it? Yeah. Good old Dwayne. I should be doing some sort of work with him soon. I've got a bit of a business arrangement with Dwayne, but we've not mentioned it yet. Same as the one I used to have with him years and years and years ago, if you can remember that. Because I need to get off my arse and start making some stuff. Pete said, I like the lumberjack one. Lecto said, I got the roof finished and the deck is twice as big. Some rails and vinyl under the underhang. It'll be done. But I can do that in the weekend after next, not this weekend. And I said, always pick cold over hot. You can put an extra layer on, turn the heating on. Exactly. That's it. You know, that's all you need to say, isn't it? That's exactly it. When it's cold, you can do something about it. But when it's boiling fucking hot and you ain't got air conditioning, fuck all you can do about it. And it's horrendous. If like us over here, none of us can ever get used to the heat because we don't have it long enough. Like I said, question for everyone. How often do you eat a cooked full English fry at breakfast? Very, very rarely for me, I'll be honest. Less than once a month. Pete said, was from Next. Not going to tell you the price. Under 100 there. I could always have a look anyway. Double Taboo, so I prefer the cold, but don't half make my joints ache. Not the ones you smoke either. Well, I don't get it so much now, but I had a little twinge of it recently. I injured my chest at work once. I've done something to the chest muscle just there. And in the cold, now I've lost a bit of weight, don't do it so much. But fucking hell, I'd get these terrible pains in my chest and I'd have to cover my chest with deep heat. And it would work, or really rub my chest to warm the muscle up. I did something at work once. I was pulling these boards in, and I went like that, and it felt like this fucking pain just go there. Oh, fuck me. And that's been hurting now since about 2002, every year. But over the years, it seems to be getting less and less. Weapons I've said, where am I? I'm as much as I love cold nights, so I'll snuggle up and dream away. Definitely. I said hatchet is better if you hit a zombie with the reverse side, doesn't get stuck in the head anyway. Electric hatchets and cleavers are great zombie tools. I've got the top cell chapo cleaver for chickens and zombies. Dad said, Marcus, once or twice a month on a Saturday usually, or whenever I fancy one. Mean Machine just read there, not banning 50 cal now. That's good. Maybe that'd be good for some of the other stuff then. I said, things that annoyed me though at the moment, I can't wear the layers I want to. Some of my favourite jackets are too tight on the arms. I wear the lumberjack shirt under them. You can't win. Yeah. I'm a Spartan said, make a bullet resistant gas mask to Liam. Mark said, every Sunday for me, full Monty. Nice. I don't have breakfast, dinner or dinner, just tea. I said, impossible unless it has a ballistic helmet with a filter on. Lecter said, Marcus, we put twice the hardware they needed, heavy duty for sure. That's always the best way to go if you can do it. Double cell boost, I had a groin injury once. I found rubbing that would take my mind off the pain. Yeah. Wolfrog said, if we had air cons, it would be fine. I don't care in the daytime. I'm trying to get sleep is a problem. Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with you there. But yeah, if you ever hear me complaining about it being cold, then there's something wrong with me. Pete said, talking about work injuries, took 4 of used to life a massive. 4 of us to lift a massive kitchen unit 2 days ago, and I can still feel it was extremely heavy, even with 4 of us. Where you got pains? Groin or anything? Stomach? I was saying it's a hernia, isn't it? Not saying it is a hernia. I get strange when I've been lifting something. I get sort of strange hernia pains, but it's not a hernia. It's like probably what could be a hernia if you carried on doing it. You know what I mean? But hernia's fucking painful. I think I'm constantly pain. Double Salbu said, thing is, I just ain't hungry, mate. Mind you, if I was doing a labouring job, then I'd eat more. Sailor said, if 22 are watching, why are there only 13 likes? Yeah, good point. Come on, get your fucking likes in. Or dislike it if you want. Let piss off. But no, like it, please. Not that it'd make a lot of difference to mine anyway. Richard said, when I get the power hammer running, I'll start whacking out stuff needed to do some of my weapons on the market. I'm Sabu said, I remember when I was homeless the second time, slept in my car, my breath would freeze up on the inside of the car window. Fucking hell. I remember once going to school in the back of my dad's minivan, and it was so cold that you could do smoke rings with your breath. Taylor said, okay, suddenly jumped up. Well done, guys. Nice. Slingshot Warrior, you right, mate? Pete said, no, it was just 4 arms and back. Oh, 4 arms and back, yeah. That ain't too bad then. That's just the way you've lifted it, isn't it? That drive forgot to like. Every time I'm on Liam's streams and someone says, don't forget to like, I always think, oh, I ain't liked. I always forget. My Spartan said, what gas mask is your favourite for reliability? And then he said, Avon FM12 or CT12. I don't know a lot about gas masks. Even though I watch every single one of Liam's videos, you know, but I'm not massively into gas masks. But I like watching his videos. Same as a lot of people, you know, you don't always have to be into the subject. Well, because his videos aren't just gas masks anyway, are they? But one hour to go. Yeah. I noticed that must not work. Then the thing is, you get complacent and you forget these things. Things that War said, your country is becoming like gangs of New York. That might not be a bad thing. Yeah, I think there was people sharing videos of beating up the police the other day, and then the police were sort of counteracting that by showing off their videos of them knocking people off motorbikes. I'm about to say, Mike, what type of zombie or other horror movies really scare you? I quite like the something that makes you imagine more. I love things like the Blair Witch Project and Paranormal Activity. But my imagination, and especially like Blair Witch Project, never shows anything, so you can imagine what it might be. And I like Paranormal Activity for imagine if you had to try and fight something that you couldn't see. How the fuck are you supposed to defend yourself against something that you can't actually see or potentially even touch? Yeah, that's more scary than something you can actually see, I think, personally. I don't believe in it or anything, but yeah, if I use my imagination, yeah, I find that better. Ryan, you right, mate? So he's from London. As I said, started rereading Dune again Wednesday night. Might take me a while to finish it up, though. So far, it's not all different from the Lynch film. No, I've never read it. Might have to one day. Electra said, how popular are 2.2 air pistols in the UK? Anyone ever try the heavy Diablo pellets? No. No, I've not tried them. I'll be honest, Electra, most air pistols seem to be 2.2, I think. Most of mine are. Well, no, saying that, the weaker ones tend to be 177. The powerful ones tend to be 2.2, I find. Diablo pellets I don't think I've ever used, but I want to get. There's a 6 foot-pound or nearly 6 foot-pound break barrel spring pistol I'm going to get soon, I think. 𝐊𝐄𝐄𝐃 said all cars used to be a bit chilly back in the day. The heaters were crap. That's why travel rugs were popular. Even when the heaters got better, I still kept one in the car out of habit. Things that worry Insidious was pretty good. Yeah, I like that. I thought that was really good. That was when I first watched that. Pete said, yeah, when they show too much, it's not scary anymore. Exactly. That's true, isn't it? Richard said, I only have a gas mask for when I'm grinding and welding or other stuff, breathing. Number Blue said, to be fair, when I was homeless the first time, I slept in my parents' garden shed, had a US Army mounted regular feather sleeping bag. The headpiece used to get a bit damp with my breath there. Daniel Shaw said, topping up my pellet stove and up the wooden hill 11:30. See you all later. Good night, mate. See you later. I'm going to try and catch up with some of these comments. Things it was said, calling on the name of Jesus helps. As I said, I have a massive hardback in the first 3 Frank Herbert novels. I only ever read the first few before though. New Machine Electrode. They're good, the Diablo pellets. I used them in my air arms. I'm looking forward to the review of the Barnett sword then. I hope you didn't get the wrong impression when I said it's just an experience of them. It would be good to see another one of their models. He says, Slingshot Warrior, not against the Predator, it wouldn't. Like I said to Electro, the Crossman 2340 is probably the one you see most. A lot of people have the CO2 cartridge pistol. Once I said, no worries, I'm quite liking it. Only thing that's crap on it is scabbard. Point of balance on it, it's totally fine. Things that were said, but against the demon. Oh, what, calling out the name of Jesus? Ryan said, what do you think of the UK knife laws, bro? We can only carry a 3-inch locking back. I think it would be better if we could have a 3-inch locking knife. That would be a better option, wouldn't it? Having to carry things like this is ridiculous, really, and dangerous for the people who need to use a knife. Yeah, so it's a load of old bollocks. But yeah, what it should be is a locking. You can carry a locking blade as long as it's under 3 inches. They should do, but they never would. Electro said it's the other way around here. The 177 are more popular and 2.2 a little more rare but obtainable. Big bore 50, 45 and 9mm are becoming popular too. Then he said, what sword is it? As I said, Barnett Rapier, only 100 quid, so I thought, why not? He just said, my trail cam keeps dying on me. I had to send it back. That's a shame. I was going to buy one of them or try and get one for a review, but I never did in the end. But I always call out Jesus when I hit my thumb with a hammer. I said, I like your new knife. I'm planning on buying some new items. Get them through my links, mate. Where'd you buy from, Slingshot? If you get from eBay or Amazon, I know you like things from the actual websites, don't you? Lecture Mark had the Crossman 1077 and 177. Loved that model. Yeah, Malcolm had a similar one to that. May have actually had that one. Hey, Chen, you right, mate? I haven't been on for ages. Yeah, good, mate. I had a cold, so I had a week off last week. I can see, yeah, 177 moves through the air faster. Then what Z said, the ones look good. I was thinking about getting one of those when finances improve. Bristol said, Mike, I've got hold of the Crossman 600 semi-auto CO2, all working order. I made another holster for it. Look at that. Right, well done. Just going to try and catch up with these things quickly. Bullfrog said it's all leather covered with metal on both ends. I always think we'll have it sprayed the hilt metal parts with a black anti-rust paint, but it covered in rusted in most. Yeah. Who was saying about that? Maybe it was you, Bullfrog. I remember someone saying about that. Homer Spartan said, choose your hell, zombies or vampires. And you have a weapon you want. You know what? If vampires existed, I'd probably wait until I was about 70 or 80, let one of the bastards bite me, live forever. You become immortal then, don't you, if you get bitten by a vampire? Or is it only the vampires that do? I don't know. If you get bitten by a vampire, did you turn into a vampire? Can't remember that. I'll have a look at that thing in a minute, Bristol. Remind me when the chat goes slow. So I'm trying to catch up in a minute. I will look it up. Ryan said, definitely needs some of your links, bro. Great challenge. Well, thanks, Ryan. Yeah. If you ever shop at any of them places, use my links and I'll get a bit of money then. Yeah, the issue is the leather interior comes off on the blade each time you draw it. You know, the hand wipe it down every time I draw it. Lecter said, 𝐊𝐤 Whisper is on the store shelves here. Been wanting one but dragging my ass. Don't you ever heard of that one? Well, no, saying that, I think I have. Tom Sebo said, Mike, what's the recent stainless pen you reviewed? Send me a link and I'll get one. I'll have the first one you reviewed via GearBest. Well, if you put in, there's only 2 anyway, so if you put in on my channel on that little search bit, stainless steel pen, 2 of them will come up. That's the first one. Well, you might have to remind me. Send me a message and I'll send you the link that way. Gets a bit difficult on here. As soon as I do that, I come back, there's a fucking list of fucking messages put on. Might have to put the slow mode on a little bit longer. Slingshot said, have you ever looked into buying an Aztec folding cleaver? If I had money, I probably would. Slingshot, yeah. I've never got any money. Nearly everything I get is sent to me for reviews. Like I said to Electro, Keith Warren did a great review on the Gamma. Pete said, I'd want to get a 30, not 70. Yeah, well, I was thinking about it, yeah, but I'm already over 30, so I don't know. Thing is, because I'd like to live as most of my life as a normal before I was a... Yeah, maybe... Because you're quite restricted once you're a vampire, aren't you? That's all I mean. But yeah, it would be better off living for the rest of your life as 30. But you've only had 30 normal years. And then you might become a zombie and accidentally go out in the sun the next day and kill yourself. Not a zombie, vampire. That stuff said, depends on the mythology. Sometimes you die, sometimes you become a vampire. If you drink vampire's blood, you become a ghoul, like a stronger human. Yeah, the vampire sounds a lot more interesting to me, though. Essential said you're more of a werewolf, Mike. Yeah, I think so. Iron Man said, yeah, vampires can turn you into immortal, but you must feed. Boomsov said, can't stand some of the sword forums, though. Only like 1 or 2 brands of swords, everything else is crap, apparently. Mark said, best tactical pen, in my opinion, Parker Urban. Wolfrock said, they are not well made in terms of materials, but they are cheap and they look very good and fun. You can use them, though. Not a wall hanger. Wouldn't recommend, someone would recommend Windows. Ask for an Aztec folding cleaver for review. I might do. I'll have a look, see if any companies that send me stuff, I'll ask them. Mark said Bill Compton or Eric Northam. Do you know what? I don't know who either of them 2 are. Caught up. Weapons and stuff, said the Bullfrog. These forums don't just like Barnets, though. They hate windlass and hand wire as well. Only swords they like are £1,000 Albion swords. Quick, whoever wanted me to look something up, tell me now. Like I said, anyone fans of True Blood? I've seen bits of it, but I've never seen more than an episode. Come on, who was it? They wanted me to look something up. I'm ready. Phone is ready to go. I finally caught up. Almost about said, Mike, you are the chef of the day and you must feed your subs. What would you cook? All of my fucking subs. No, that's be something like it. I'll tell you what, I'd do you all either chicken and chorizo rice, sweet chili chicken chorizo rice, or a seafood paella. And we just have a great big fucking massive pizza poison. Yeah, and we'll have a little pot of poison for the trolls. Recto said, I went to the hardware store. Oh, and then Marcus said they're from True Blood. They're True Blood characters. One of them's not the one that someone says Mount looks like, are they? Electra said, I went to the hardware store with my dad today and saw something funny. A spring-assisted knife, but couldn't see a thumb stud or a flipper. We thought it was automatic and bought it thinking it was. Sounds interesting. I didn't know if he was going to carry on with the comment then. Maybe he is. Bullfrog said, to me, Liam Hanway, a high-end and very good sword. Windlass are good. Barnet are okay. Lowest before you get wall hangers. Unless you're talking katanas. Forums are kind of full of snobs. Dingshot said, what's a good pocket for my aunt? She's a country girl. She's like wood grain. Pocket knife? I don't know. I only know these sort of things. Got a lot more, yeah. But I only tend to get the things that I get sent. You know what I mean? That's about it. Sounds nice. What's the address? Richard Weaponsmith said, it is a succubus, the monster that looks like a woman and feeds off sexual desires of men. Wouldn't mind facing down the those. Yeah. You like CJ? Dad not seen, he said he's allergic to fish. Well, you can have the chicken and chorizo then. Sweet chili chicken and chorizo, mate. Also, chorizo and spicy sausage is very used, mate. That's why I picked it. If I got to do food for 6,000 subscribers, got to be something easy and in one pot. Lecter said, turns out the flipper was hidden under the packaging. Ah, right. I've dealt with a succubus before, no joke. Fucking hell. I said to Richard, yeah, it was like the first VHS film. Suburb said, I was in Aldi yesterday and an old guy asked me for one of the workman knives from the cabinet. The woman said he could only have it if he went straight to the checkout. Fuck's sake. Makes you laugh though, doesn't it? What I said, please don't talk about it. No, we won't. But he said, then we had the poison. Lecter said, I'd like to say it was Lennox name brand, but Dad kept the knife. Almost Martin said, bangers, buttery, mash and beans, best meal ever. That's something my dad likes, something like that. I'll be honest with you, I like stuff with quite a bit of flavour in. You know, like traditional English food, I find that sort of quite boring. You know, I'll eat it, and there's nothing wrong with it, but I like stuff with a lot of flavour if I can. But if I chose every day, it'd be something foreign every day. And trying new stuff a lot. I like to try new stuff. Marcus said, okay, guys, I'm crashing out. I'll keep my eyes open. I keep being like that lately, Marcus. See you later, mate. Bullfrog, I hope it doesn't rain tomorrow. I want to go to quarry with my bike. I can barely get in the shed now, though. Yeah, I need to get in my shed. I've not been in there for fucking ages. Lost all the motivation for it. He says, or if you can afford it, Case do nice pocket knives. I'd recommend the Stockman pattern. Yeah, that's a good recommendation, actually. Yeah, Case knives. Definitely. Yeah, listen to Zed there. He said, this mayonnaise is too spicy. I'm a Spartan said, Mexican food is very nice. Yeah, I like a bit of Mexican. Yeah, I like a lot of flavour and a lot of different stuff. But yeah, and then other people in my house prefer sort of bland food. I think said you would love American food, Mike. I probably would. To be honest with you, there's a lot of food I don't like. He says, Slingshot Warrior, or if you don't want to spend a lot, Rough Rider do good value pocket knife. Has everyone been liking the stream? I have to go for a slash in a minute. Whatever happened to the odd women we used to have? Not odd, not in odd, but whatever happened to the women we used to have in this stream? Did we scare them all off, do you reckon? I'm as smart to Mike. So you would pack a lot of seasoning with your rations? Yeah, I think I would. Yeah, well, I'll do. Yeah. If you can get it easy enough, though. Funny thing is, you can't get a lot of little sachets of things, but little sachets of stuff would be perfect. I find if you can get anything fucking pre-packaged, and like if you're opening something up and you notice it's pre-packaged, remember that. because those are perfect for making your own rations. Then. I'll see you later, Rich, if your battery's going. I should be on tomorrow. No reason I won't be. Right, man, they turned the boss. Probably. But I noticed stuff like, you know, when you go to Premier Inns and that, and they have the all-you-can-eat breakfast or whatever it is. Go to one of them. Yeah, don't go to it just for the sake of it, obviously. But, you know, if there's a reason to go to one, pack your fucking plate with all the little sachets of stuff. You can get things like Marmite, jam, loads of weird stuff that you wouldn't expect to be in little sachets. And they are fucking absolutely perfect for rations, for a bit of variety. You know, you don't need them, but it's nice to have a bit of variety. I was trying to think. There were loads of weird ones. There was stuff like syrup, jams, fucking. I think there was Marmite. I said Marmite, didn't I? Yeah. I think I said most women aren't into this kind of hobby because it's masculine. Yeah, that's a good point. You know, it is quite unusual to see. Yeah, Nutella. That's one of them, Liam. Yeah, I've got one of them. Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised to see a lot of that stuff. They're fucking perfect. I got a load. I packed it all on the plate, and then when the woman went looking, stuck it in my pocket. Back to I said, I'm on baby duty bath. I'm on baby bath duty. Don't drop the baby. And my Spartan said, women don't usually like survival. They like comfort. Yeah. Yeah, you know, you don't expect them to see them on here, but there used to be the occasional ones. Come on, ladies, if you're watching, say hello. Right, where am I? I said, you can get Nutella in little things as well. Yeah, I got some of them as well. Some who said, Weatherspoons I like for the cheap hours, just a bummer that the bogs are 15 floors upstairs. For fuck's sake. Things got there. There's a few, but not many. I've said in the pub I went to last Sunday and will be at this Sunday. Nice pub, but the toilet is down a long corridor, upstairs and back again. Yeah, there was one near us that used to be like that. It was up a great big flight of stairs. Wolfrock said it's sad I don't have a license to use bike on the road. I could save a huge sum of money. Don't think I can fit 2 toolboxes and 3 rubble sheets on the back though. Any amazing surplus bags that can. Yeah, you never know. There might be Bullfrog. Someone might be able to help you there. Probably are. I'll get a sidecar. I don't think he'd want a sidecar though. Dad said to Slingshot, I've known quite a few girls who would disagree with you. Evil bitches they were. Thank you for looking funny at them, they would. Episode boosted. Angelina Jolie collects butterfly knife. I saw a video on her on YouTube twirling. God, that was better than porn. Irishman said to Bullfrog, yes, get a bike with a sidecar. Irishman said, would you eat liver? It's the cheapest protein. Yeah, we have liver and onions here sometimes. I've got to watch out eating too much liver now in case it brings that gout back. I doubt I'll get gout now anyway. But I've worked out now, I think it may have been antibiotics that brought it on originally. But yeah, one of the highest things on there not to eat is liver and kidneys. So I would and have, but yeah, not so much now, purely just because I want that shit coming back. Ryan said, I'm off. Have a good one. Happy hunting, bro. Cheers, Ryan. See you later, mate. Good to have you on. Then what he said, with father being a nice Chianti. Whatever he does. Numbers Abu said, God, I hate liver. I knew a bloke that ate it raw in 2 bits of bread. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I wouldn't eat raw fucking liver. You ever cooked, like, touched raw liver? Fucking hell, it feels disgusting. My Spartan said, drink water. Like, that can clean you out. Yeah, that's why I drink a lot of water now. Yeah. To be honest, I'm pretty sure it might have been tablets that brought it on originally. And I think it was just a total coincidence that I was taking these tablets and I was on antibiotics and I happened to be eating a load of the stuff that you shouldn't eat. Yeah. Irishman said, I hate liver and kidney. They taste awful. That made Peach laugh. Weapons I've said, grilled liver sauce is nice. Yeah, when we have liver here, it's normally liver and onions, which is like liver and onions cooked in gravy, sort of thing, in a gravy, in a sauce. Yeah. The machine said, I heard that the rich people back in the old days used to suffer from gout due to the more luxurious food they could afford. Yeah, exactly. And guess when I got gout at Christmas, and you get all the Christmas food in, and I happen to be on antibiotics at the same time. Slingshot said, do Brits like peanut butter? Yes, mate. Yeah, we eat peanut butter all the time here. And at one point, we call it what you call peanut butter and jelly, we would call that peanut butter and jam. I quite often have peanut butter, well, not now, but I used to quite often have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, or peanut butter and chocolate spread sandwiches. Not really anymore, but yeah, I love a bit of peanut butter, mate. Always got peanut butter here. Wolfrog said, does a sidecar mean you can use on a car license? No, I don't think you can get them for a Yamaha trail bike. Yeah, I don't know about the license thing, though. Who knows? He said, one thing I don't eat is tripe. It's nasty. I've never eaten tripe. Never had the opportunity, though. I'd try it, but I wouldn't want to eat it like for dinner. I said to Mean Machine, yeah, look at George IV. Was described as a sausage stuffed into socks. Tim Sabu said, fish pie too makes me gag just smelling it. Yeah, don't get onto the old pussy jokes again. He says, it's okay, but not with jam. He don't have it with jam then. Iron Man Spartan said, would you be up for yearly meat camp reunion? Yeah, I would. My problem is getting there though, because I've got a driving license, but I ain't got a car or anything like that. Neither does Malk. So for me, it's quite difficult traveling. But yeah, that's definitely a possibility. I've been interested in going to ones that other people have done, but never. It's getting there. That's my problem. And dumplings. Yeah, dumplings. I don't mind dumplings. As I said, do you Yanks call them jam donuts, jelly donuts? Also, I prefer jam over jelly. Yeah, well, jelly to us is the wobbly stuff that you call jello. So jello to you, that to us is jelly. And what we call jam, I thought is what you call jelly. I don't know if I'm getting mixed up there. Yeah. Pete said, I cook my steak in olive oil in a pan, drip hot sauce onto it while cooking it. I've never tried that. I'll have to do that. I'm not about to try it with dirty. I've tried it with honey, peanut butter and honey. Yeah, that's lovely. I'm so good. No, they stopped a learner or a car driver using a sidecar. Mean Machine said, sausage stuffed into socks. Sabu said, do Americans have KY jam? Jam is a preservative. That's it, yeah. All right, just got that toilet. Nope, you weren't talking about me. Yeah, lemon curd. Lemon curd. Pete said count to 8. All frogs, I didn't get for the road anyway. Wanted a 250 or a 125. I got a good price as well. I must have said, Mike, I know Liam and yourself would meet. We could camp out. We camp out in local fields. Yeah. Like I said, I would be up for it. Malk's had people down here before and stayed in our woods. Yeah. it's definitely a possibility. You know, it's not something I would just say outright no to. It's just getting it done and doing it. But yeah, I'd be well up for that. They don't really say secret or sorry, but only a few tweak these bit. Slingshot said, we Americans like to combine peanut butter with chocolate. Yeah, I've done that. Peanut butter and chocolate spread at one point over here. They did a pot, you know, a jar already mixed. As long as the jogger doesn't run past and shit on us. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I ain't seen the shitting jogger since then, so we might be alright. I was a bit old to riding bike around Vale plates on anyway, not 17 anymore. Pete said I have a mask on and watch on the bushes. Yeah, so Pete with a mask on, watching in the bushes. We had the shitting jogger shitting on our heads while we're sleeping. John said he's back. Still feel like death, but fix the internet. Right, I'll be on for another half an hour. Irishman said I thought talking about food was banned from chat. All depends how full my stomach is. Yeah, I'm alright as long as I've eaten. I made sure I had something to eat right before the stream, and then it means I'll be alright for the rest of the night. Or do you want me to tell it to stop it, Irishman? Is it getting too much for you? Does me half the time. Slingshot said you've never had a peanut butter cup. You know, I think I have. Yeah, I think I have. Weapons I've said lots of people here have L plates on the bikes and never bother trying to do the test. Weapons I've said to Slingshot, they do sell them here, yeah. Pete said, have you said freak show today? It's a must. Freak show. I think it was cool. You'll be surprised, Slingshot. Pretty much what you lot have over there, it always comes over here eventually. We're normally, even the bad stuff. Yeah, give it a couple of years and it all comes over here. We're getting your obesity epidemic now. What's going on over there? They're not these, so Slingshot, or we have those Reese's ones here. They are nice. As I said, Aldi and Lidl do a rip-off of the Reese's cups, whatever they're called. Quite nice and a lot cheaper. And that's Spartan said, feels great to be back talking to you, fine gentleman. Yeah, I agree with you, mate. I agree. Pete said they set the trends. As I said, they're starting to build mansions here as well. What's that? Giant McDonald's. I'm a bit behind with my lingo. Boo said I find American chocolate less sweet. Yeah, it's a bit different, isn't it? The American chocolate. What is it? Less milk, less sugar, different chocolate, I suppose. But I know that's a thing, though, isn't it? That the American chocolate is a bit different to ours. Mean Machine. When I went to America, they had these things called Twinkies. They're delicious. I've had a Twinkie before. Fuck was I looking at on my phone? Rolf said, was the shitting jogger a random encounter? I think that's the most realistic part of Red Dead Redemption 2 random encounter, like I often have in real life. Yeah. I just going up to my camp in the woods, not on Red Dead Redemption, in real life. And this bloke jumped out the bushes, ran off down. I thought he'd like jumped out at me. Then he ran past. But I didn't relish on what clothes he was wearing either till afterwards. Yeah. But yeah, it was quite like a real Red Dead Redemption 2 encounter. Then I noticed a big pile of running shit on the floor. One little bit of tissue about that big. Weapons I said, no, mansions are awful houses, very cheap, made to look like mansions. Poor quality construction would look horrid. Lots of pointless windows. The unswattable Mitch, right? He said, little Vern Troyer, mini-me, eats a peanut butter, jam and fried egg sandwich on YouTube. Apparently it's well tasty. Not sure if I could eat it. You know what? I probably could. I've been known to eat some very bizarre stuff. I used to make my own Scooby-Doo sandwiches, which would literally have anything in it, from peanut butter, sandwich spread, meat, cucumber, Marmite, you know. So yeah, that I wouldn't that couldn't put that past me. I'd probably eat that. I couldn't even talk then. Iron Man Spark said actual machete, but you do not know the situation. Machete. What's the situation? Chopping down a tree. John said Twinkies to be a lot better. I said, guess you are lucky, Mike. The night people are not in the local woods zone. Bullfrog said there was a conversation between you and the jogger. I can't remember the whole thing. No, he just we was walking up to the camp, and this bloke just jumped out the bushes and ran at us, and I nearly hit him with a torch, and then he just carried on running. And then I was talking to someone else, trying to work out why this bloke had just jumped out of the bush. Started to dawn on me that he looked a bit like a jogger, and when we looked on the floor, he'd been having a shit basically. John said, Iron Man Bowie knife, why not? Big Shot said, combat archery and Gary Chine don't like each other. I did not know that. I saw a picture of the UK McMansion earlier, where there was an outside door on the first floor of that balcony or anything there. What the fuck? Is that their way to kill the owners? Ridiculous, isn't it? Sabu said, I used to eat a lot of Angel Delight mixed with ice cream. You know what? Just twice recently, the Angel Delight's been brought up in something, this and the radio show I was listening to. When I looked in my cupboard earlier, we've got Angel Delight in there. We've never had that. Bizarre. Bullfrog said, they are the Red Dead version of the violent junkies you get around town with. Not as he said to himself, but me too, a bit of double cream on top. Do you know what? I don't think I've ever got Angel Delight in the cupboard. I've not tried it. I don't think I've ever had Angel Delight since I was a child. And I think it is a sort of custody type thing, isn't it? Don said to Liam, that's an active selection. What, falling out the door? And my spark said, Mike, crossbow bolt with 50 bolts, Black Widow with 5,000 BBs. Probably Black Widow with 5,000 BBs. It'd give me more time to actually get good at it. But I don't know. That's a hard one. Then what Z said, it's pretty much flavoured custard. Yeah. I'm just going to see if I can find a picture of it. Yeah, all I know, Liam, I think it's pink. I'm pretty sure Angel likes pink in it. War said there's a conflict between those two. Combat archery is a real American Indian. Gary Chine laughs as a Viking. Ah, right. I know. I think I know who combat archery is. Gary Chine, if I say it, I don't know who that is. With Angel Delight, you have to whisk it well, or you get nasty lumps in it. Yeah, someone here must have bought it for my niece and nephew. But yeah, we've got some in the cupboard. We've never ever had it. Unless someone's planning to do some kind of recipe with it. Wolford said, joggers are nearly always rude bastards when I use my 2 regular cycle paths on the bike. You say hello, they ignore you. Cyclists nearly always say hello. It is strange, isn't it, how certain groups of people tend to be the way, you think they are. Or, the groups of people get a reputation and they seem to actually act like it, isn't it? It's bizarre. I'm a Spark said, Mike, did you like school dinners? Oh, yeah, I didn't mind them. I'll be honest. First school, I don't think we had school dinners, or I can't remember. I think it was always packed lunch for both dinners, or we might have had a breakfast served, and then lunch was your packed lunch. Secondary school, my first break, I've never eat breakfast when I was at school. First break, I would have a packet of cheese and onion crisps and a Snicker. This is every single day. Sometimes I change it to beef and onion and a Snicker. So that was first break. That was my first thing to eat. And then at actual dinner time, every single day I would have chips and beans. That was it. And if I somehow managed to keep a little bit of extra money, I'd get chips, beans, and a couple of fish fingers. That's every single day. I'm sorry, Angel Delight come in many different flavours: chocolate, strawberry, vanilla. Wolfhawk said, why do they and road cyclists need to wear that weird electric gear? Fuck knows. Just look up his channel with the heading 𝐊𝐄𝐄𝐄. I'll have a look after if I remember. You might need to comment on one of my videos saying, Mike, look up 𝐊𝐄𝐄𝐄. And I'll forget as soon as it ends. When the stuff, I'll write it down as well in a minute when I catch up. So cyclists and joggers here both do that. Cyclists often don't even have lights on their bikes. One was killed this week just down the road from me. Cheers, Liam. I'll open it up quickly. All right, is that the kind of thing it is? Yeah. Oh, and the doors up there. I've got patio doors that open up nothing. About 10 foot up in the air. Fuck's sake. Nearly actually missed that for a second then. Dumbo said, old people in them invalid scooters grip my shit. 9 times out of 10, you move out their way and they beat you. Don't even say thanks. He said, bullfrog because I don't want to look like bargain basement Power Rangers. Timbo, right, mate? He said, Angel Delight takes me back to childhood in the 70s. Feeling old. I said, that's not too bad as far as McMansions go. Just the left door puzzled me on that one. Bullfrog said, I use my bike on 2 paths, not on the road. I have a full front rear lights being torch collector. And I do jog on downs. I wear tracksuit bottoms or shorts depending on the weather. And that's why I said, Mike, do you still go to local social club? No, weirdly enough, hardly any of us go now. They got rid of all the stuff in there that made people want to go. They got rid of the fruit machines, the pool table, dartboard put in a place where they put tables in front of it so you can't use it. Yeah, that's weird. They sort of did it up but took all the character away and took all the things that some of the younger people would go there for. So now all it must be is 4 old boys who used to go. 4 old blokes who was in the 70s. Probably all there is now. All it used to be. Two shot. Thing is, they're both old and both archers and dressed in similar costumes. Then up said, Jump Sabu, we have that fucking hundreds of those bastards around my way. Lethal they are. They all think they're Formula 1 drivers. Run you over without a second thought. They're wildy kids. I'll open that one up quickly then. Oh yeah, look at that gaudy old fucking thing. Yeah, that looks absolutely terrible, don't it? Like a real, yeah, it's like a really cheap looking mansion. Yeah. I trimmed me on those hairs before I come on. John said I don't do any cycling after dark. Jeff, you right, mate? I'm so booted. A lot of pubs I've gone now. Clinical wine bars or Cavaliers. Yeah, the funny thing is, that's what they changed our social club thing into. It became very sort of sterile, and they got rid of all of the entertainment. Yeah, put 2 tellies in there, but depending on who's fucking running the bar, it's either fucking football if you're not interested in it, or fucking BBC 4, which again that could be just as I'd rather watch BBC 4 than the football, but you know that could be just as bad for other people. Obviously, I miss the atmosphere in pubs used to have. The surviving ones are now very sterile and boring. Yeah, totally agree with you there. I think it could be Mike's Castle. Don't say that. You didn't see the picture. Terrible looking thing. I'd have more taste from that same shot. I know you did see it, didn't you? John said I like being a bumper ornament. I don't like being a bumper ornament for a pickup truck. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't cycle at night. Unless I had proper lights on anyway. I most Martin said, Mike, did you want to be an engineer? Because you are great at making stuff from scratch. You know what? It never crossed my mind when I was younger. No, weirdly enough, I thought Cavaliers sounded a bit weird. I read that and I thought, Cavaliers? That's something I hadn't heard of. Carveries. But yeah, No, funny thing is, Iron Man, I've never ever thought about an engineer job when I was younger. Well, I love making things. I can make most things, to a degree. Weapons and stuff said, I'm lucky that my local, which annoyingly most of my friends don't live near, has retained its rural aesthetic. Wooden panelling, slightly dingy, strange old things hanging in the walls. Well, we've got a couple like that. My proper local is still like that. But the problem was, what happened was, the pub stayed exactly the same. This is how bizarre it was. So it was an old traditional pub, and then these, I think it was Koreans took it over, and they turned this old traditional pub into a Chinese restaurant with all weird fucking ornaments. So it was like traditional but Chinese, and then it was demented. Yeah. Main Machine said, I agree, Iron Man. Mike should open workshop making stuff. He'd do well. What was it? Old folk drive those things about probably 10 miles an hour on the pavement. Maybe Mike could make use of one, modifying it with a large off-road wheels and mounted gun on the front. A World War II helmet and big sunglasses. Could do. It'd be a bit of a slow tank though, wouldn't it? Penalty said, jumps our boo, you can get a good feed at Toby Carvery, so not too much cash though. Director said, okay, I'm back. The kid decided to go on a naked rampage. Yeah, that's pretty much what they do, don't they? Every time I go around, one of my cousins, one of the kids is doing that. 𝐿𝐴 said, Mike was born in America, he would have been a truck driver. I think so. Truck driver or a redneck. As I said, there's a shop selling those right next to the cafe where I work. I have to watch out for the customers test driving them. Too close for comfort. Oh, Liam, if I didn't watch that film. Did I say I'm going to watch it tomorrow? You're next, please. Hello. You all right, mate? Yeah, I'll probably watch it tomorrow in the day. I've meant to message you and tell you that. The dude PX is on. All right, mate? Be on for about another 15 minutes. Yeah, I'll be back Friday. But I actually downloaded it, Liam, so that if it went off, I've got a copy of it. Because you never know with these things. Normally when they're old films, though, they tend to stay on longer. Thinks, well, I could picture you with a Confederate ball cap. Yeah, John said, you mean happy clusterfuck day. Yeah. What Albo said, you got me there, mate. But I do love a smelly, dirty old pub. Like the one in America, Wales and London. Yes, yeah. Well, we got a couple round here like that. There's one of them, right down the end of a fucking dodgy fucking almost one-track road. It's not a one-track road anymore, but it used to be. Right on the corner, and it's a tiny little thing, really low roofs and that, and yeah. But it's hard to get to because you have to, if you walk there, you have to walk through this dodgy fucking one track. It's not a one-road track. It used to be years and years ago. But yeah, you've got to walk. To walk there, you've got to walk down a very dodgy way. So, you've got to drive really. But then, if you're driving, what's the point at the pub? So, in terms of pubs near me, there are like 3 choices. My local, which is the best, but still slightly odd. One we normally use, but the toilets are a stupid place. And the other pub that used to be good, but they kept getting bought out every year. Obviously changing man and it get worse. Yeah, that what you said for the third one, that's a bit like what our local one was. Although in my village there was 8 pubs at one point, all within easy walking distance. But I think there's about 5 now. He said, when I get old enough, I want to get one of those raspberry wagons. I'll have a lot of fun irritating people. Do PX Mike at a NASCAR race. Bullfrog said, Dumble Turbo, can't it just be old pub? Doesn't need to smell. You smell you're dirty. Thinks it was Mike would love NASCAR. He said, real pubs, you mean, lol. Yes, mate, it's got a stinker piss. John says slingshot dirt track racing is better in my opinion. Iron Man Spartan said, no BS, Mike. You are one of my inspirations to make stuff. Thank you and Godfrey. Oh, I appreciate that. That means a lot to me for you to say that. How's your? I saw your. I haven't commented yet, but I saw your ballistic shield. Beginning of that. I'll have to go over and comment. I've subscribed. I did love the old Ned Kelly helmet. Well, what is it? It's not a hat or a helmet. It's like a mask, isn't it? As I've said, my village has only ever had one pub, which is a few 100 years old. The village all is somewhere sells alcohol, but somehow sells alcohol. Yeah, we've got a couple of old ones around our way, but one of them, one or two of the old ones have been completely knocked down now. They're fucking Sainsbury's now, and a car park or some houses. But they must have been over 100 years old. Sabu said, yes, mate, I loved old pubs, so much character. Awful said, it's 24-hour hours discounted as a pub. It stinks of piss, and if you go there 1 a.m, always trouble. I've said, next village over, which is much bigger, normally has 2 pubs and British Legion. Yeah, actually, so when I say 8 pubs, I'm counting football clubs, British Legion, and the rest of pubs. Warnick said, lol, I don't know what to do now. Next weekend, I don't know. NW, I don't know what that means. Thanks, shot, Mike. Drinking 150 proof moonshine. That's something I definitely would do. Warnick said, what is the topic, mate? Anything you want. You can bring up a topic or just try and look what people are talking about. Seems to have gone slightly onto booze now. Let's not talk about booze, actually. That's one thing I don't want to talk about that gets me wanting it. Number Sabu said, although they normally stink of piss when they do happy hour adventures. I know that's what, yeah, that shield will take a while. Exit, right, mate, said Lolling Island, there's only 20 buildings in a village. 10 will be pubs. And he said, Ned Kelly, he wore homemade bulletproof armour and homemade great helm type thing. Yes, exactly, Zed. And that is what Iron Spartan's making it, isn't it? Yeah, Iron Spartan's making that. Go on his channel, check it out. I don't know if he's got the videos of it, all of it there. See you later, you're next. Number Sabu said, I normally find Iceland food stores have smelly customers. As I said, we'll Twitter you the website of my local one, but don't say the name of it to people. No, I won't, mate. Next is Irish pubs in Ireland are different though. Families go there all together. Yeah, that's what used to happen over here, didn't it? You don't see it so much now, but my mum said when she was little, everyone, you know, you'd go to the pub with the family and spend all day there. You'd have your lunch there, all stuff like that, wouldn't you? Machine pubs by me, I like bars on windows. Oh, more trouble in the Wild West. Yeah, bloody hell. Awful the Neo Papa commented on my M4 video. It's a positive comment about the gun. I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, you know, he could leave all right comments, couldn't he? You know, and he won't say stupid fucking things. When stuff said, like in a fistful of dollars, you have to shoot the heart remote. Yeah. Exactly. Dude, PX in Quebec and Canada, every village downtown has an adult video store, tavern, topless bar, Catholic church, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, I would definitely like to have the topless bar. That'd be good. Oh yeah, looks like a very old pub name, isn't it? Yeah. Which one's that? The one you go in? I can't show any pictures of it because it says the name of the pub at the top. I'm about to Ned Kelly made his armour from farm equipment. Somebody said, Mike, watch an old Tomorrow's World episode from the 1970s where a bloke was testing a bulletproof jacket by being shot by 2 soldiers' van guns. Fucking hell. Dedicated to their work, isn't they? I remember old fucking Tomorrow's World. I used to like that. That was a good program, that was, wasn't it? I'm a Spartan to check out. I'm a Spartan to see my first content. Exit 101. Anyone got any antique or old lighters? I've started to new collecting. No, I don't think I've got any antique lighters. Weapons said interior has been done up a lot since then. Well, that looked quite good then anyway. That still looks, it's very old, nice traditional looking pub on the outside, but done up very nice inside, isn't it? And that's what I said, Mike, tuna or corned beef? Corned beef. But again, tuna's a bit dodgy, could bring on gout. So I avoid it, even though I don't think I'd get gout again. But I like both, but corned beef. Things that should are we ever going to see you build a tactical picture? Yeah, one day, I told you. I'll be honest with you, mate. Yeah, I'll try to one day, but I've got to do all the other stuff first. And it could take, it might not be for years, but it's on the list. I've been meaning to do the end of that crossbow for like 6 months. Once I tweeted you the one I use the most at the moment, as it's equal distance between me and lots of friends. I like the sign of it. Shame the toilets are like half a mile walk. Yeah, that is a pity. Wolford, I don't delete stuff generally. 2 comments just turned out to be banter and stuff. The blank profiles were saying was pretty nasty, and I think it was all that guy making them. Probably. It's hard to tell. If you get it a lot, you can start to tell it is the same person by the way they write stuff. A lot of them don't have the intelligence to write differently. So you can actually tell it's them. My man Spark said, Mike, wool or cotton blanket. Do you know what? I couldn't pick either one of them because I've never had either, I don't think. No, I've had wool blankets actually. Yeah, a wool blanket, I think. My grandfather always used an old trench lighter. As you're saying that, we have got some old lighters. Some of the old ones where you press the big one like that, like a table lighter, and you press it and the bit flicks up. As I said, that pub has a really nice beer garden as well, probably about 50 seats outdoors. That's something I like doing. I always like drinking outdoors. Well, not these, Jumbo said, but I've got a couple of those somewhere. Don't know where they are now. Excellent, yeah, I have a trench lighter from Zippo, some old petrol clippers, which I had no idea even existed. No, I didn't. I don't know much yet. Just began. My most part said, for your information, corned beef has 700 calories per tin. Must have hard item. Electric said, I wish we had a proper pub in America. You off, Slingshot? Or someone else? That said, we have the crappiest bars, but nothing great. Yeah, I've seen some pictures of bars and that. Yeah, you don't have a lot of sort of anything that's like our traditional old pubs, do you? And I don't think so anyway. But we don't have well, no, actually, we do have some like yours. I'm tempted to get one of those dual plasma lighters like the end review. And what he said, lighter like a flintlock. I've got one of those. Done ill. That's it. Them kind of, yeah. That's exactly it. Said not to, yeah. Yeah. You press that the bit down and then it flicks up and then yeah. I think they're called table lighters, isn't they? I don't know. As the stream's going quite good, I might go for another 15 minutes, so 22. I'll stay on for 10 minutes longer than I would. Timbo said, antique lighters, bought my first Zippo in a junk shop for £1 in 1984. Still feeling old. That's brilliant. As I said, the 4-who-1 is the only good one in my opinion, as it lights stuff well. That's right. I said, like meatballs in tin gravy or tomato flavour. Gravy. I had some of them recently. Well, it definitely is. They were all blank profiles, no sub, no picture, and they all write the same way. My channel is not big enough. I would not get a lot of traffic. It probably is then. Yeah, actually, you're right saying that. Yeah. Now because I completely overlooked that. Yeah, a smaller channel, it probably would be the same person, wouldn't it? Have you left any of the comments on there, did you say? I was going to go and have a look. I'll write down what the name was again, and I'll copy it now, and then I'll search for it afterwards. I was curious to see what channel it looked like. Well, then if it's just a name, it's no point, is there? Actually, don't worry about it. I had a tin of meatballs in gravy recently. It was a proper kids tin, you know, like the it was I can't explain, but you know, like a kids tin of meatballs in gravy. It was like fucking the tin's got like faces on the fucking meatballs, I think, that kind of thing. Oh, Matt, you've come on with, well, actually, there's about 15 minutes left. Right, mate? Be on tomorrow at half 9 to half 11 again. Exit said the price of deactivated guns is going through the roof recently. Yeah, I know. I even looked up, but the problem is a lot of them, a lot of deactivators at the minute can't be sold. They need to be re-deactivated. But when I looked into it, I think it was 105 quid per gun, and that's not even with the price sending it to them, I think. Pete said, just got a blue Confederate style leather hat. Yeah, nice. That's brilliant. Oh, I look forward to seeing you in that. I must about say, Mike, what animal could you kill without moral combat? So I could kill a chicken. Yeah, I could kill a chicken. Well, to be honest, if it's for food, none of it would bother me. If your life depended on it, I don't think any of it would bother me. That's a damn missed it. Yeah, I'll be on for 10 more minutes. I was going to go off at past. Then not Z said those meatballs and gravy are pretty nice, especially with some mash and peas. Yeah, weird things, I like stuff like that. You know, like reconstituted meat and all that. You know, it's really crap what they say is arseholes and beaks and that. I like fucking reformed chicken. Oh, I fucking love that stuff. Don't even taste like chicken, but I love it. Lecter said I had a few horrible Zippo lighters. The film goes fast. Was they real ones or fake ones? Because I've always found the fake ones are fucking crap. What was I said? Sent you another pic, Mike. Bar and pub is on the very left side of the building. Toilets are where the upstairs sign is on the left. Stairs are very far right of the building. Exit said I bought Caesar Scorpion, 250 quid. Now they're twice that. Yeah. I'm so boozy. Yeah, my sawn off was 315 delivered. Yeah, it's a lot of money now, isn't it? Pete said just that. Wish you could just buy reformed meat in tins really cheaply. Yeah, reformed chicken. Nah, I fucking love it. And I know it's like the dirtiest old meat you can get, but it doesn't even taste of chicken. But what it does taste like, I fucking like it. Right, that's enough of the food now. No more food. Just looking at the picture now. Some Sabu said, SLR, you are looking at 1K easy, fucking hell. Wolford said, no, I got rid of them. I think I had his comment on spam filter. His channel is Buckley. They are. I've just copied it, so it has a Manchester City logo. A BB gun video. Oh yeah, you said it does have a video, didn't you? I'll check that out then. I'm not supposed to really enjoyed tonight. Thanks, Mike. Must dash. See you soon. See you later, man. Yeah, I've enjoyed it tonight. It's been a good one. It's nice to have a comeback one. You know, I've had 2 weeks off. I was a bit ill and I was getting a bit sick of them. It's nice to come back and have a good one. It gets me in the mood for it again. They drag me down a bit sometimes. You know what I mean? But ones like this are good. Pete said he had KFC twice today. Nice. That said some dirty times is what you want. Oh yeah, that's interesting, probably, isn't it? Yeah. You've got Union Jack up in the window. With ears, I recognise that one. I think. Actually, the biggest mistake I ever made. I bought a 𝐊𝐞𝐄𝐄 𝐈𝐓 BB gun second hand. Felt as real as any gun, but I took it back because it was faulty, and I found out they are the same as the real. Any more to that? I'm saying there's a lot of money for DX that don't even cock and click anymore. That's a real Zippo, believe it or not, but the register at the store, by the register at the storefront, my wife may have one in storage, but we switched the clippers after seeing a video from Weapons stuff. Matt said, Mike, do you think Christmas pudding is a gateway drug? Could be. Could be. I'm the only person in this house who eats Christmas pudding, so what does that say? They buy it specifically for me. I know if they don't. Exit said, well, I'm buying lighters if anyone can find any. eBay, mate, I reckon. And the stuff said he does love his clippers. Double Sabo said the thing is, Dennick's guns are okay, but they're made of cheap pot metal. Don't have good paint finish. No, that's the thing. I've got a couple, and I don't mind them, but you can't do a lot more than just hang them up, can you? I noticed they even make your fucking hands smell funny with your old one. But they're not terrible, are they? I think they're all right definitely all right for wall hangers. They're not, as he said, Bullfrog. He's got 6 videos now. Matt said, do you cook Christmas dinner in your house? No, I have once, but no, I'll get the day off for that. That's someone else's tradition. But I have once before, and I cooked Sunday dinner and all that. No, I've only ever had to do the Christmas dinner once. I sort of help, though. Lecter said, Weapons stuff, they are great for the money. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I really like those electric clippers. They're fucking brilliant, they are. The sort of rainbow pattern on. What was it? I left some comments for him on his BB gun video. He has an RIP video for his dog. It was as low as him. I'd write abuse on that, but I decided not to. Mean machines. How can they make the deact guns any more deactivated than they are? No, that's what I mean. I worked it out. I looked up the new rules of what it's going to be, and I worked out pretty much. Yeah, that's all it is. Because I looked up, like my shotguns, I won't be able to sell them unless they get deactivated even more. But all of the deactivations that you would need doing have already been done on them. Oh no, but didn't you say ball? Yeah, no, maybe it's not the shotguns. Maybe it's the Tony's Type 8 Success. That one's already like pretty much as it could be. But yeah, I think they've just stopped any moving parts. It's ridiculous. So finish my coffee finally. So what's everyone doing tomorrow? Got any plans? I shall be watching a film, I think. Don't know. Oh, I've got to make an advent calendar. I'm going to make an advent calendar for Christmas, but every little drawer will have a knife or a tactical pen or something, so I can do a video for each day recommending a new EDC item or EDC self-defense item. Exit said used to be you could list field strip and whatnot. Lecter said I was looking at the Black Friday deal for a shotgun but couldn't find a double barrel I wanted. That's pity. I was going to look up some Black Friday stuff, but to be honest, there's nothing I fucking want. Or the kind of stuff I'd want, a bit of Kydex ain't going to be in the Black Friday deal. So they were talking about welding mags in place. Oh, that was it, yeah. As I said, I'll work Saturday and Sunday. Hopefully, won't be short stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. 𝐲𝐨𝐻𝐻 said I'm getting pissed just for change, like. Good on you. He said you could probably buy a working gun for less on the black market, guys. Yeah, I reckon you could. Once I said Electra, how much do Benelli shotguns sell for in the US? We can get those for a reasonable price here. Awful said, Zed, not that you see him. He looks like the kind of bloke they catch in Shane Brannigan and Stinson Hunter videos. Matt said, going to the tip, getting rid of my 𝐿�𝐲 VHS collection. Just keep them. I can keep them. They're not decent. Bullfrog, don't know who they are, to be honest. I'll just say it. I think that's the old pedo hunter things, isn't it? Because if he says it, he'll probably get blocked anyway. I'm assuming, I don't know, but if it's hunter videos, I'm assuming it's the old pedo hunter. Exit said Belfast Airport needs to hire 50 security guards for the airport and cannot fill the positions, but there's no work apparently. That's always the way, isn't it? It's always the way. People, I remember watching this thing about this bloke saying, Margaret Thatcher, she took our jobs away from us. I haven't worked for 35 years. Or something like that, or I haven't worked since. So the bloke hadn't worked for 35 years, but claimed, you know, there's jobs I could get. I don't work right. I could get a job tomorrow though if I wanted one. Do you know what I mean? Because my household situation works out better if I don't. But yeah, I agree with you. As I said, yeah, funny comparing 𝐿�𝐲 to Deadwood. Very different acting from McShane, but Ian McShane. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I like Ian McShane. I'll tell you what I like him in, Liam. You ever seen him in any gangster films? He's quite good in gangster films. Bullfrog said not catchers that are seeing the wanted to bypass filter. Yeah. I knew what you meant, Bullfrog. That's why I mentioned it. I thought I'd just say it. No, it's easier if you don't. Yeah, Villain, he's good in Villain, isn't he? And I think he's in what's that Ray Winston film? In that Sexy Beast. I think he's in that as a gangster. And 44-inch Chest with Ray Winston again. He's in that as a gangster. Next it said waiting times for flights are 2 to 4 hours, 50 people, and can't get out of work. Mind boggles. He said, well, you can definitely get second-hand shotgun for a couple of hundred. Liam said, I've seen Villain. Timbo said, my AK is welded solid and still fails the new rules, now worthless. Yeah, that's what I've got all of them, Tim. He said, and in Battle of Britain. All for the Hitman 2 I'm going to get tomorrow if it's raining. Can't use the bike. So Blue said, Ian McShane was great in John Wick. I didn't know he was in that. That's quite new as well, isn't it? But yeah, them ones I mentioned he's quite good in. Pretty sure he's in Sexy Beast as a gangster, isn't he? Electric, and that is it, isn't it? The Ray Winston ones in Spain. Electric and Benelli shotguns are 650, 1,000 or more, depending on the model. Mossberg, Maverick, and household items here. I believe we have more pumps and vacuum cleaners and closets. Your ones as well would probably have more more cartridges than ours as well. Matt said American Gods Ian McShane was acing that. Not seen that, but yeah, I'll check them out. Exit said you're ghosting us. Motherfucker, I don't care who you are. Back in the world. You give up your position once more and I'll bleed you. Real quiet, leave you here. Who said that? Well, you know what? That rings a fucking bell, but I can't think now. I'll be honest with you. Liam's quoted things from my favourite films before, and it just goes straight over my head. Yeah, you better tell me. I do recognise that quote though. Yeah. Is it Predator? Yeah. And it's yeah, the bulb, yeah. That's who I could. The weird thing is, I could picture him saying it. Yeah, see you later, Bullfrog. I'm going to go off in a second now. That line was not copied in Rover. Right, I'll tell you what, I'll call it a night now. It's been a good stream. I enjoyed all of that. I wasn't really anything that that annoyed me. So good night. That's why I ended up having a week off. Someone's pissed me off, so I have a week off just to yeah. All right. So I'll be on tomorrow about 9:30 to about 11:30 again. So see you later. Timbo, 𝐸, Bullfrog, 𝐸, Electro, Matt, Liam. Who else is on? Exit. Bullfrog, Electro, Exit, Irishman, 𝐸, Matt, Timbo, 𝐸, and Liam. A Mean Machine. Right. I'll see you all tomorrow. See you later.